Good morning. Hi.
Yeah.
Competition update. Today's your first day of competition with Thomas, Stephen, and Chaz. Show them how it's done.
Are you going to show me how it's done?
Today's an allergy shot day. So I can only hope that I get enough walking in on my normal amount today to count.
When I was
Can I
downstairs,
have that when you're done?
I said, Matt, you look very nice. And she said, thanks. This is what I'm wearing for our date night, because we're doing a date night tonight. And then I said, are you not exercising today? And she goes, I'm a little worn out from yesterday. And also I have an allergy shot today. And I'm just thinking, I'm a slam bam win this competition. I'm going to use today and just boom, 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 boom. I'm going to get these points that you can't get because you're tired, and I'm ready, and I'm going. Everything's going according to plan. Everything's going great. I walked 2 miles yesterday.
And then you complained about it today.
Yep. Sure did. I woke up and I was like, oh, I haven't done that in a little bit. And my body is sore.
Come here, Kiki.
That's okay. That's fine. Morning, everybody. It's New Year.
Mm-hmm. It was New Year yesterday.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I was present for the last stream of the year, but only briefly.
Mm-hmm. You sang a song.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all timed that too well. For me to only be on stream for 30 seconds and use all of those 30 seconds to sing a song and be like, okay. Yeah, that was Tuesday. Josh and Rebecca were here for New Year's. Mm-hmm. They have since returned home. That's sad.
Yeah.
It's all right. Now, it's sad that they're gone, but it's sad. I just realized this is not Josh's home. So it's like, they went home, and I was like, but Josh's home is here. It's like, no, it's not. They went home. Jiggy was here. Mm-hmm. Jiggy went home. Mm-hmm. And Alex and Haley get back today.
I think so.
Unless something goes terribly awry. Did he get all his stuff? Not hardly. Because he has an entire room of things and just a tiny car to put them in. Mm-hmm. If he is doing only car runs, it will take him more.
There are things he cannot get in that car.
Yeah. This is Josh's summer home now. Well, sort of. Their lease runs out April, so when summer comes, they won't actually have that. But I suspect heavily that Josh and Rebecca will visit us in the summer.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that we will see them, and I look forward to it a lot. So, but yeah, yesterday I did a stream. So I've started the year.
Dance with your taste buds with Tiny Eddie's Kentucky Derby Acid Lumps.
Good old K-Dow. Those bits of Elvin Scout says, good morning and good vibes from New York. Another day is another snack divination, so let's get on with it. Say it with me if you know the words. Cassie, Forth, the Bones, Fate, Sir Edward, and tell my future. Kentucky Derby Acid Lumps. K-Dow. Isn't there a song about the Kentucky Derby? Right? I'm not misremembering this. Bugs Bunny sings it. I'm just thinking of Old Town Races.
Camptown Races?
Camptown Races, that's what it is. Camptown Races. Camptown Races sing this song. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Acid lumps a half mile long. Oh, it's doo-dah day. You know, they also call Sour Patch Kids acid lumps in some countries. It's another name for them. Let me read some alerts and then we'll talk about me getting fixed. We got 34 months from Star Wars Trekkie, 53 from Facebook, 47 from GA Studios, 100 bits from Fina Delphinus, 15 months from Techie J, 76 from Cobalt Custard, 14 from Melvin Scout, Fossix gifted sub to Jetlag. Fossix! In fairness, you went literally everywhere, so...
Yeah.
Going to be kind of hard to escape that. 46 months from Furious Kitty, 55 from Nanocarb Zero, 40 from Linders, 59 from Cherry Blossom 91, and 72 from Anchman. That's a 6. Congrats on 6. So yesterday was Wednesday, and I got to tell you, I didn't really remember that it was Wednesday and that I streamed on Wednesday until like later than I should have. It's because New Year's Day is a very strange feeling day. You know what I mean? Like, you've just finished going through an entire week-long holiday season, and then you have the finale of that, which is New Year's Eve, and then you stay up late. So then the next morning, which was, you know, yesterday, you're kind of like, what's happening? And then you realize that it's a Wednesday and you have to do a stream. So this is my second stream this year. How about that? How was your day yesterday?
Good. I went for a bike ride. Saw friends.
Give me the bird.
You saw friends?
Yeah, you did too.
That's right. You're right. I remember. I remember now. Yeah. We had so much food during New Year's. It was a little preposterous, and we needed to continue working through it.
Yeah. There's still cake.
We got through New Year's, and I didn't remember there was cake. We never got the cake out. Jiggy made 2 trays of buffalo chicken dip. It's very good. But we only finally finished the first tray last night. But was there ham? There was ham.
It was an 11-pound ham.
There was so much ham. I loved the ham. And then yesterday, Mal was like, we've got all this ham, let's make ham and cheese sliders. And I was like, great. So then I got the stuff necessary to make ham and cheese sliders. And then Mal and I made ham and cheese sliders. And everyone that was still in town came over to eat ham and cheese sliders. And there's still so much ham, and there's still an entire tray of buffalo chicken dip. There is still 2/3 of a cake. There is still... There's other stuff in there. I don't even know everything that's in there.
Come on.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Hi.
Freeze it. Ugh, our freezer is already full.
Hey, you.
Like, we should probably freeze the buffalo chicken dip. We can't possibly eat that.
Yeah, we can freeze that.
It's just trying to figure out how I'm going to get that into the freezer.
Spin circle. There's a good boy.
And we didn't finish all the ham and cheese sliders. So we have ham and cheese sliders. Yeah, it's true. Chaz says we could portion it out to make it fit in the freezer. Maybe it'll fit in the freezer. Maybe the freezer outside is less full than I think. But I bet it's not. 2025, and maybe some of you will feel the same about this. I think 2025 is the year of, like, cleaning out the freezer.
That can be your 2025.
Okay, well, you start, if you're going to clean out the freezer, you start by eating through the things in the freezer. It's not just you don't just start by throwing things away. You start by, like, eating through things. So that's not really a me job. That's us, collectively.
You can figure it out.
There's not a lot to figure out. It's like there's like salmon.
Yep.
It's like, okay, well, we just eat it.
Okay.
It's not too bad. How many kid cuisines are still in the freezer?
Can you hand me my coffee?
None. I only bought one, which was the correct decision. That was the right call. Oh, God. I'm a little sore. I'm fine, though. 500 Bits of Furious Kitty. It says, been working from Christmas till New Year's Eve. I don't want to hear anything airport related for the next 2 days. Happy New Year. Love y'all. That's a long period, especially considering that the period between Christmas and New Year's Eve is this weird time. For most people, they have at least something in there off, but generally the whole time feels kind of like a bizarro time off. Which is true, because the last week has been like, I'm working, but also I'm like, what is happening? What is this weird time? I kind of get excited and ready for the new year just because I want it to kind of go back to normal. It's not that I haven't enjoyed spending time with friends and eating lots of food, but I'm kind of like, let's, like, have some sort of stability and rigidity in our schedule instead of just this willy-nilly, like, That is true. I can only party so long. I think that's it. I'm pooped.
See, the party just doesn't stop.
Okay, Mike D. Like, yes, y'all in the don't stop, give it up. We got 500 Bits from Shia says, a New Year bird to fly us in. Birds are flying. Yeah, I guess that was a setup for a good Andrew WK reference. I had Beastie Boys on the mind. Oh, God. Oh, you hear that? Mm-hmm. This will get better.
See, I pulled something cycling 2 days ago that's like back in here.
I moved my body in a way yesterday. I haven't moved it in a bit, and that's why. And that's okay. I'm going to continue to move my body. Mm-hmm. And then it will not do that anymore. That's the plan. Because I haven't went for any long walks. The most I've done in the last like 2 months has been weights, and I haven't went walking. So yesterday it's like, I'm gonna walk. And now my body's like, but you haven't done that in a while.
You just gotta start.
Yeah, I probably should have done a little less, but it's fine.
It's gonna be the same when you start biking again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm aware of it. The other part the other reason why there was some pain is that, like, you know, I walked, I don't know, 2 miles, and I was hurting from, like, the walk, but then also, like, my butt was hurting because they
You got fixed.
I got fixed.
Is it this shoulder or is it the other shoulder?
It's this.
Oh, it's here.
It's this one. Yeah. Yeah, I did not get a vasectomy. People keep thinking that. Maybe it's based on the verbiage.
And the scissors emoji.
Yeah, no, the scissors were for removing the mole. Because I went to a dermatologist and I had a mole that I wanted removed. And the
She said, yeah.
and the dermatologist, because I wanted it removed because I've had it for like 20 years and it's kind of in my way. Like it gets rustled on clothing and things like that. And she's like, okay, well, let me take a look at it. So she looks at it and she goes, oh, this is something I would want to remove anyway. And I was like, okay. And then she looked over my body, and then there was another spot on my shoulder, and she's like, that one also, we will biopsy. And I was like, okay. And that was my plan. It worked out well. Summer Norris says, I was wondering, because Mao is already fixed, so why does Stephen also need fixed? That makes more sense. Thanks for clarifying.
I did say on Tuesday you were going to the dermatologist.
Yeah. Because he felt left out. Yes.
That's why it was so alarming.
Yeah, no baby. And then also, I got fixed in a way that doesn't really have anything to do with that. I don't think that those moles were in any way connected to my ability to do that. Maybe. I'm not a doctor. I've never claimed to be, except for the few times I've claimed to be. We had 76 months from DC 20 Will Save, 27 from Aiden Nietzsche. Cheese Henry gifted a sub to Vasectomy Enthusiast. I just want to be part of the group. 58 months at tier 2 from Ken1 Noob. It's Gold Toast. And 3 of Some Shy. It says, ain't no party like a Stephen George party because the Stephen George party must end at a reasonable time of the night.
I think we went to bed and everyone left around like 2 or 3 on New Year's.
Everyone was out of our house around 2:45. That's when people were gone.
We FaceTimed Thomas.
Yeah. I wanted to FaceTime Alex and Haley, but then I didn't.
Thomas, I was in bed.
But they're busy. You got family and stuff, so. Thomas was great. Thomas wanted to talk to everyone.
I did call him on FaceTime with no warning, and then I passed the phone around.
Oh, you did this?
Yeah, that was my phone.
Well, yeah, I didn't know who called.
Oh.
So you called him?
I did.
Oh. I didn't know that. Well, it was nice to talk to Thomas. And definitely missed Alex and Haley being at the party. Like, in a measurable, noticeable way, I feel.
Yeah.
But we'll see them soon, I'm sure. Did Kepler throw up when you're done? Thankfully not. Grateful to say that he did not do that. I'm glad that the new year is here. But I'm not fully present in the new year yet. I'm mostly in it. I'm like 65% in it. But there's a part of my brain that's still kind of lagging behind and like, wait, what year is it? And I'm like, it's 25 now. And my brain's like, oh, okay. It's like still packing up a briefcase of things. It's like, I'm going to be there shortly. And I'm like, okay.
Look at Kepi's tail tip. You can see all the white fur.
I'm moving into 2025. How many checks are you going to write 2024 on? That would require me to write checks, Thomas. So, it's not going to be very many. I have to write rent checks.
2 checks a month. One might be today.
Two checks a month?
Yeah, you have to write 2 checks a month. One's rent. Omar.
Okay.
We don't write many checks. Oh, happy kitty.
That is a happy kitty. Furious Kitty gifted sub to Cheesehammer. Thank you. I remember being a child. Like, I very specifically, like, have a very vivid memory of being in elementary school. And it had been 1996, and then it became 1997. And continuing to write 1996 on, because you had to write like the date at the top of the paper when you did papers in elementary school, and having that feeling of like, oh, it's hard to remember that it's a different year now. And I think that was when I felt that way. Was when I was a kid. I feel like I adjusted to 2024 pretty quick. Maybe I'll adjust to 2025 fine. It might be fine. When I was a wee boy. Still a tall boy, but a small tall. Oh, alright. I think I'm starting to
wake up
a little bit. Yeah. It is. It's just, you know, it's been a strange few days. And yesterday was strange too, because like I didn't start a new series yet. I'm saving that until it's not New Year's Day and my brain is more aware of what I'm doing. So yesterday I did a stream of Dicey Dungeons. It's a great game. I really, really like it. But like, you know, first off, I'm not Chaz, which is something that you probably knew. And then also, I had been up until 4 a.m. the night before, so I'm playing Dicey Dungeons.
Chaz says, work on that.
Yeah, I can't say I'm doing my best. I'm really not. So I'm playing Dicey Dungeons, a game that, you know, Chaz is going to excel at because he can look at some static image of a thing and just immediately figure out all the stuff. So I'm staring at things for 10 times longer and then misplaying and not being aware that I'm misplaying. Mm-hmm. And then Chaz will be like, I can't watch this. But I had a great time. I had a great time on
the part I was on.
Yeah, you were there for some of it. I think you would really like that game, to be honest. If you want to play it in your spare time at some point, I think you would enjoy it. But I also think you'd enjoy Slay the Spire, and you've never played Slay the Spire.
It's part of the reason I've never played it.
Because you would enjoy it?
Maybe. I mean, I saw what it did to you. You hurt your body playing it so much.
Don't play it on your phone. Play it on a console. Play it on your computer.
I could just play Okage every Monday night.
You're doing that.
I know.
You can't act like, well, I don't have time to play a game or whatever. Like, you play cat game.
I check in on Neko Atsume once or twice a day.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And I go, okay, and I fill the food, and like that's it.
I'm just saying, like, if you play cat game once or twice a day, and you're putting like 20 or 30 minutes into cat game, like you could play dice game. There you go. I've never played cat game. I just have watched Mal play cat game. Is Mac Rumors a game? Yes, it is. Alex asked if there was a Patreon video today. There is. I talked briefly about it yesterday, but there will be a Patreon video today. First Patreon video of the year, and a good one, as they say in Kung Pao. It will be significant. What was the other line? I don't remember. There's a part before that. And then he killed the dog. We had 300 bits from Gadzooks. This is back by popular demand. Or back anyway. It's strange baseball names of the day. Today, it's Lars Nootbaar. That's not even that strange.
Coffee.
Compared to some of the other ones we've had.
Yeah.
Nootbaar is a good name. It feels like Scandinavian or something. Or maybe I'm being thrown off by Lars. Maybe I'm like, Lars.
Do you know what 2025 is? What Chaz decided 2025 is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's the year of the Cyclops. I learned that yesterday, though.
Oh, okay.
The chat knew, and I didn't know. And then I found out. So. Is this music from something that I've used? The problem with the YouTube audio library is that everyone on YouTube is using it because it's royalty-free music that you can use. Yeah. And then you end up using the same music either as someone else used or what you used. So. Yeah, I think Vagabond's right. This is the waiting room music for a live premiere. I'm pretty sure. That's why this sounds so familiar. Because at some point everyone has probably heard this. Yeah. Yeah, and all that music is like pulled from the YouTube audio library. So you get to hear it again. You get 300 bits from Shy. It says 2025, the year I will turn 30. What a weird thing to think about. I wasn't even 25 when this channel started. Where has the time gone? Turning 30 is cool though. 30, I've enjoyed my 30s more than my 20s. By a somewhat considerable margin. We were having a conversation with someone about that. Maybe it was Jiggy, because Jiggy's not 30 yet. And just talking about the fact that, like, or maybe he is 30 or turns 30. I don't know. He hasn't done his 30s, whatever that means. He's either 29 or he just turned 30.
It was a Tuesday.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And so I was just talking about that like a day or two ago. And I've enjoyed them. I'll be 36
Soon.
in 2 months. And that's fine.
Hope that's when we're done.
I was like, man, this is really. He was cool with that.
Kepler is very good about setting boundaries and then stopping that when he's done.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting older. It doesn't, at this point, it can't hurt me. I get to my 30s and I was like, all right. All right, now I'm fine. It's fine. Like, you get older and you physically have a pain. But mentally it hurts you less. I think in your 20s when you're aging, people are more freaked out about that. They're like, oh my god, now I'm 24. What?
I mean, my parents were always very upset when they hit like another decade.
And I'm just like, there's new fun pains in my body, but like mentally, I'm like, oh, I don't. There's no pain about getting older in my head. I'm like, no, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. Anyway, let me loop back around. Yeah, Patreon video will be today, unless something happens, but it should be today. I plan to work on that post breakfast stream and then get that out probably by the evening. And I'm excited about it because it's got it'll have some pretty interesting
things to talk about.
It'll be a pretty big one. And then tomorrow there will be a stream, but the stream that happens tomorrow may be a little later than normal. I'm making sure I tell that to as many Twitch viewers as I can, because we are very, very good at starting at the same time each week, making sure that we're up and moving at 8 p.m. But it might be a little bit later tomorrow. So, because we've got some other things going on that need to happen and are very cool and good things. But it might be a bit before I get to show. Yeah. But it'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
You probably won't be there.
Probably not.
But I'll be there.
Yeah. Kepi might be there.
He will. Well, 100%.
I mean, he might be over there.
He'll be in the house. He's not going anywhere. I hope not.
Listen, he has important things to do.
Does he?
He's worked hard all year.
Does he have something important to do?
He has so many important things. A cat meeting with Bruiser. He's coming to stay with Thomas. You gotta go meet Bruiser?
I don't think he would love that.
He's very asleep. He's a good boy.
He is a good boy.
It's not happening, but I'm curious to see, like, if he was, like, better healthy-wise, like, how he would go meeting, like, Venser and Elspeth. I don't think it would go well with Elspeth.
No. When he was healthy, he did not enjoy spending time with Rocco.
No.
So, like...
I wish he could, like, when dogs get together to play.
Yeah. Well, if you want that, then get a dog. Because cats, in general, tend to be way more standoffish and territorial and not really into that. It's almost as if people take time to socialize dogs and don't socialize cats because there's not a need to do that.
I know. I just wish we could.
Yeah.
I want him to have friends.
We are the friends. The Raleigh Collective is the friends. And that's totally fine.
He was not happy on New Year's.
There's too many people in the house.
I was playing Wingspan in the tabletop room with some people, and Kepler walked in and was just like, I'm so done with this, I want a lap. And he was in my lap for a little bit.
I know that it sounds insane when I'm about to say this. When I saw that you had went into the tabletop room to play a tabletop
because it
game...
was very loud in the other room.
It was very loud?
Yeah. And there were people sitting at the table.
Yeah. I don't think it's because it was very loud.
It was both.
It was because you literally didn't have physical room to play a game.
I mean, it was both.
Okay. Well, anyway, when I saw that you were in the tabletop room,
Uh-huh.
my brain was like, oh, that's a good idea. Playing a tabletop game in the tabletop room.
Yeah.
That was my first thought. And then my second thought was, how are they doing this? Because there's so much equipment.
Did you look in there?
Eventually.
Okay.
It did seem kind of like a tight fit.
It was.
Yeah, it didn't seem convenient. But you did it. Mm-hmm. You played a game. Was it fine?
Yeah, it was fine.
We have a table.
We do.
In there.
Uh-huh.
I guess in the future, that's something that we can do. Is like we can play a game in there.
Yeah.
Not specifically for stream purposes. I mean, you can just play a game in there.
Yeah, that's what we did.
I know. I'll try and remember that. Just because I don't think we've ever done that before.
Sorry, it seems like your mind is very blown by this concept. Like, wow, we could use this room for other things.
Yeah, I am kind of blown because there's a bunch of equipment in there. So when I think of all the equipment in there, I'm like, oh well, no one should go in this room unless we're streaming in that room. And then you went in that room and we weren't streaming, and you used the table and chairs as actual tables and chairs. And it worked. Nothing was broken, I think.
No, nothing was broken.
I did come in and get my camera at some point because my camera was in there. And at some point my brain was like, wait, they are in the room where I put my camera. And I was like, go get that camera. But the camera seemed not broken.
That's because I moved the camera to a safe place.
You know how to hold the camera. To not break it.
Like, I grabbed it, and then I did it like a pen roll with it. Because it was on that handle. So I rolled it like you would roll a pen. And then it did fall. But then I caught it, I flipped it, and I caught it, and I set it down.
"27 months from Belladonna Prince. We had 65 from IC Patterns, 62 from Noah, and here's a snack.
Fortified with many vitamins and minerals. Tiny Eddie's Extra Crispy Zookeeper's Funky Fudge Enigma.
Many vitamins and minerals. How many? Many.
1,000 bits from Ooh Ow My Dude says, "Hey Tiny Eddie, what's a good snack for when I'm sitting in a chair?" There's nothing about this that sounds appetizing. Zookeeper's Funky Fudge is bad. That's not good. I don't like Zookeeper's Funky Fudge. It doesn't matter if it's extra crispy or not. I would rather it be extra crispy than the opposite. As someone who has to clean up Funky Fudge off the floor almost every day, like, I definitely want it to be on one side instead of the other. It's fine. It's fine. In many ways, I am a zookeeper.
Can the zoo have one animal?
It can. If you own a pet, you are a zookeeper. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. I think I'm correct. Something of a zookeeper myself. That is very funny. Porter Weird says, "Only if it's a dog. Then it's a Shih Tzu." It's very funny. We got 300 bits and Belladonna Princess says, "Had a birthday on Sunday. Very chill. Nice." I had to look. I'm like, what day is it? Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Because I had to think, was that last year or this year?
I hope you had a good birthday.
But I hope you had a good birthday. I can't speak exactly because I know that I've had friends that have birthdays close to Christmas, and they're like, I don't really like having a birthday close to Christmas because it combines the holidays. But putting a birthday between Christmas and New Year's, I'm like, that's not
that
off.
Extends the holiday.
Yeah, because you're already kind of on holiday. Your brain, like, is stuck.
Yeah.
Putting a birthday there is not the worst thing. I kind of feel like I've had a birthday. I ate a birthday cake last night. Like, it wasn't for anyone's birthday.
No.
It was a birthday cake. It had balloons.
It had confetti sprinkles inside.
I want you to know that the first birthday cake I grabbed at the store said best until 1/5. And I was like, that's not right now, because I was getting it on
31st.
the 31st. And then I looked behind it, and it was like, good until the 12th. And I was like, that's a fresh cake! And I grabbed that cake instead.
Did you yell that in the bakery?
I did. I screamed it as loud as I could. I was holding the cake, just shaking.
Oh boy. We are a pretzel.
Did you know I almost bought a sheet cake? I pulled that, I was like pulling that out, and then I was like, wait a minute. Seems like a lot of cake. And then I put it back. I got a much smaller cake, and I was like, because it needed to be cut, quite a different, ways, because we had a lot of people, but I was like, even so, nobody wants this much cake. Morning, Sap. Because, like, we didn't even eat any cake the night of.
No. Most people didn't even know we had cake.
I forgot we had cake and I bought the cake. There's just so many things. But last night we got the cake out. We started eating the cake. I had 2 slices of cake. It was great. Stop talking about cake. Sorry. Stop talking about cake. I'm curious if folks have given any thought about what they want to try and accomplish or work towards in the new year. You can call them resolutions or goals. It doesn't matter. You have a goal.
I mean, yeah. It's a deal with Thomas.
Thomas says, I got lots.
Thomas and I made a deal that I'm going to bike 1,000 miles in 2025, and he's going to run that many.
Biking 1,000 miles.
I could have done it this year.
How many did you hit
I
this
hit
year?
800. If I had known I was that close in November, I would have done it and completed that through December.
Yeah, no, a bet. I'll take the train 1,000 miles this year. Yeah, I'm like, can I do anything 1,000 miles? And I'm like, no, I don't think I can. That seems a little difficult for me. When I was riding my bike, I was riding like a pretty reasonable distance. I was riding like 12 to 15 miles. If you're riding 12 to 15 miles when you ride, you can get... It's not terribly difficult to get to 1,000 if you're doing it like, what, 3 times a week? I'm not doing the math on that, but... Drive. Yeah, okay, I can drive 1,000 miles. In fact, if I don't drive 1,000 miles in a year, something has happened.
Yeah.
I don't know how many miles I put on the car last year. But I know that the car is like right around 50,000 miles, I think. We got the car...
2020.
Yeah, the car is...
It's almost its birthday. Next month.
Yeah, in a month we will have had the car for 5 years. And it's only at 50,000 miles, so... Man, we're gonna have that car a long time. It's gonna be a really long time that we own that vehicle. Because I'm sure we'll get to 100,000 like it fairly easily. We'll probably push that much higher.
Yeah.
And if we've only averaged 10,000 miles a year, then yeah. Next one says, I got my Subaru at 27,000 in August and I just hit 40 yesterday. Yeah, it all depends on like what you need the car for and what you're going to be using it for. Because if you're commuting to work,
you're driving a lot further.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where you're commuting. I mean, it matters in the sense that you'll add more mileage, but like if you're commuting at all, you know, you're putting miles on the car. Because when Mao was a teacher, put a ton of miles on the car.
Yeah.
And then now
that was the other car.
That was the other car. But now, you know, since we're both working at home, the car is really only used to go to the store. You know, you go to the store and that's all you do.
Weekly allergy shots.
Yeah, then you start using the car a lot less. Rebecca, I forget, what was it? Rebecca has a car from... I'm not going to remember the specifics, but she has a car from like quite a while ago, and she had told me what the mileage was, and it was like nothing. Like nothing. Like I think the car had like 20,000 miles, something like 20,000 miles, but the car was from like 2009 or something. It was wild, and I was just blown away because she was like, I bought the car new, and I'm like, you've put 20,000 miles in 15 years or whatever on the car, and it was just because she's like, well, I'm fairly close to work. I don't have to drive very far. And I'm like, that's wild. That's great, though. Like, if you can buy a car and just it stays in good condition.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
what are you staring at?
That's because I mean we work at home, but I obviously put way more miles on the car. Thomas, oh, it scrolls so fast.
I told you, I've been getting sneezy doing allergy shots.
But you don't have an allergy shot.
Today's an allergy shot.
Yeah, you haven't had it yet.
I know.
Are these anticipatory sneezes?
I don't know.
That was like
I just feel like I'm more sneezy.
That was like 6 sneezes or something.
4.
Didn't you sneeze before you started the first 2? That's at least 5. Thomas says, we've had Brittany's car for 2 years and it's just got 8,000 this long road trip. At some point, we could potentially add some mileage to the car if we ended up taking like a road trip.
Yeah.
It's just that hasn't happened because we bought the car, and then the next month after we bought the car, the world shut down. And now it's...
We haven't even driven it. No, we drove it to Wisconsin.
No, we have not.
No, we didn't.
We have never driven that car to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So, like, at some point, I think the car will get some additional mileage from us doing something like that. But, we've got something else to worry about. So we haven't been nowhere. We've been taking care of boy. But at some point, we'll probably drive the car to a place. We'll probably eat this on the way.
Brewed beside a Riddle Theater, Tiny Eddie's infamous leather squares.
No.
You ever been to a leather store?
The fancy one in the mall. Wilson's Leather was its name.
Wilson's Leather. There's some that are like chains, but I don't know any of the chains' names. That's a bit some shite. Says Mao would bike 1,000 miles, then Thomas would run 1,000 more just to be the ones who went 2,000 miles to end up at George Store. How far is Chaz going?
Chaz, what's your goal? 15?
Chaz can run 2,000 miles. Chaz might be going for some of this. 1,500. Chaz is going to try and run 1,500 miles this year. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I went 2 yesterday. If I did 2 every day, that would be like half as many. That'd be half as many as Chaz is doing. Oh, God. Oh God. Sorry.
If you do 2 every day.
I will eventually feel... There was a time 2 years ago,
Yeah.
I had just gotten the Apple Watch, and I was like, I can do this, and then I just started doing it. I told myself, one of the things I haven't done in it's probably been a few months, is really focus on, exercise, but specifically like closing the rings every day, because I've just been inundated with work and dealing with all of that. And I decided that in the new year that's what I would do. So I finished all my rings yesterday. So partially why I went for the 2-mile walk. Did I need to walk 2 miles? No. No, I could have walked less. And I probably should have walked a little less.
Teen.
I can almost hear her voice. 1600 bits from Gold Lighting, who says boo. But also a reminder that Haley will be back today. I don't know when I'll see her.
Maybe this weekend?
Maybe this weekend.
I gotta make a cake for Alex. Maybe that's what I'll do on stream tomorrow. I gotta do something for stream tomorrow.
Yeah. Hold on, before I encourage you to do something that requires me to do it also, let me make sure that...
Just reshape the cake you already have.
Yeah, we literally have a cake.
Disrespecting a cupcake isn't complete without Tiny Eddie's new snobbery chow.
Yeah. This new snobbery.
He did ask for a specific cake.
Did he really?
Yeah.
For those that don't know, today is Alex's birthday. Happy birthday, Alex. However, if he wants a cake, and we have a cake...
He could have this cake now, and then maybe... Some of us are taking trips soon. Maybe after those trips, there could be that cake that he wants.
Celebrate his birthday just a little later.
Just a little bit.
Well, whose birthday is next?
Jeff.
When's Jeff's birthday?
February.
Okay, so January is just
Alex.
Just Alex, so it can be moved anytime. Okay. Well, let's let that go. I woke up this morning, and in our Raleigh collective chat, I was like, no one's wished Alex a happy birthday, so I'm gonna wish Alex a happy birthday. So I sent it, and then I was getting up, getting ready, and then I looked, and we have a completely separate chat that includes a lot more people. And
Stephen and Friends people, for example.
Like Stephen and Friends people. And Thomas, an hour before I had ever messaged the group and said happy birthday to Alex, had already written in that chat, happy birthday, Alex. So I went back to our Raleigh collective chat and deleted my message and then posted it in the other one because I was like, oh.
I had posted in the other one.
Yeah. It's like, Thomas beat me to it. So, never mind. It's fine. Gold Landing sent 1,000 bits and says, Tiny Eddie, what is Steven's favorite food or drink? Snobbery chow.
It's like puppy chow, but not.
It's my favorite way to disrespect a cupcake. I really don't like the phrase disrespecting a cupcake. Maybe it's because it makes me think of American Pie.
Never seen it.
Let's run beans. Let's run beans. Let's just run beans. What is my favorite food or drink? Like, I'm gonna ask you, because you would probably know better than me.
Salted caramel things? I don't... A really good piece of fried chicken?
Pretzels are
Pretzels,
high up there.
yep.
Those are all good answers.
Mm-hmm.
Buckeyes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean these are good answers. I have a hard time with caramel.
Yeah, I know. You wish you could have more caramel.
Yeah, like the other day I did have the caramel though. So we had I don't remember what the brand is, but they're the really nice ones. They sell them at Costco. And someone had sent them into mail, and they're in the pantry. Mm-hmm. They're good for a long, long time. And I opened it up, and I had one, and I just ate it like real carefully. It was very good. I mean, I didn't eat it like a mouse. You know what? Sanders. That's what it is. Sanders. It's been a long time since I've had one of these, but a salted caramel milkshake from like Sonic. So good. I haven't had a milkshake in forever, but they taste good. Oh, the other day I did get a frozen coffee with the chocolate syrup
At Costco?
Which is not something I ever do, but it took me 20 minutes to park.
So you deserved it.
It took me 20 human minutes to park at the Costco the other day, and I was so done with humanity that I once I finally parked, I was like, I'm getting that. I'm going, and that's what I actually went in straight to the food court, straight to the food court, ordered that,
and then went through the store.
And then I found an abandoned cart, and I was like, this is my cart now. Whew. Whew. 20 minutes.
I know. You gotta go right at opening. 10 minutes before.
Yeah, well, I couldn't. What day was that I did that?
It was like Monday.
Was it New Year's Day?
That would have been Tuesday. Or Wednesday.
New
Year's Day was yesterday.
Oh yeah, it was
the
day.
Open.
It was the 30th of December. Mm-hmm. It was the 30th of December, and Josh and Rebecca were in town, and I was like, "Do you want to get a cheap lunch at Costco?" And they're like, "Sure." And I had been driving around the
parking lot
for 5 minutes, and then I called Josh, and he still wasn't there yet, and I was like, "What if we didn't eat there?" I was like, because I'm worried about finding a spot. I was like, we could eat at somewhere else. And he says, okay.
I'm a bee or something like that.
So we went and ate somewhere else, but when we were done, I was like, I do still need to go to Costco.
So then you went to Costco.
So then I went to Costco, and when I finally got in the store, I texted Josh. I was like, I just got into the store, and it had been over 20 minutes. And he was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's fine. I survived. We had 49 months from Starry Phoenix, 27 from Soph G93, and 3 bits some Satsy. It says, today was a run to the pharmacy to collect my medication because I ran out yesterday kind of day. Hope you're all well. That reminds me that I need to pick up my prescription at the pharmacy.
You should also call about his to see if they can get them sent to the pharmacy.
What are you talking about?
He's out of Zofran.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about.
I know. I'm saying you should also do that.
You want me to also call the vet?
Yes.
And tell the vet to send those to refill those meds and to send them to the pharmacy.
Buzz, I'm a bee or something like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, the reason that's relevant is that my pharmacy is at the Costco. It's the shoulder that they...
I know, that's why I moved my hand down here. So I wasn't hitting the spot.
It's not where the first step was.
I know, that's why I didn't continue there. Panic at the Costco.
What in God's name? Disrespecting a cupcake, you should never do. When you disrespect a cupcake, God frowns at you. You take the cupcake in your hand, then you do something with it I don't understand. Oh, disrespecting cupcakes bad. Never tell your mom. Do 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 do. This was my idea, wasn't it? Like
Yeah.
Putting
It
Old
was.
MacDonald was my.
Uh-huh.
$7,000 bits from Gold Light. He says, sing about disrespecting a cupcake.
What?
What if we would have gotten cupcakes?
Okay.
That would have been easier to consume.
Yeah. What, Keppel?
You know what you should do?
What?
You should make Alex's cake. And then we should have 2 cakes.
Why?
Just do it. And then I'm gonna go to the store and pick up some cupcakes. Let's just have a little bit of anarchy here at the beginning of the year. Cake anarchy.
No.
Canarchy.
No.
No. Cacophony.
No.
Also 325 bits from Radio Dredge, who just writes bees. Man who hates food waste be like, yeah, but the cake won't go to waste.
It might if there's that much.
I still have doubts. I think everyone would be like, well, it's cake.
This?
All right, it's time. You have to leave now.
Respectfully get out of our house.
There is a vlog out, so you can
Uh-huh.
watch. You can watch the vlog. We finally get this guy's. I'm stressing my hand on his head.
He's trying to
And
wash.
he doesn't care. He's like, whatever. We got his fountain set up, so you can go watch that. And then that's it.
That's it.
Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., Mal will be streaming on her channel.
Yeah.
If you are somehow not already following Mal on her channel, do so.
I'm not making cake. We'll have to do something. I don't know what yet.
Make a tiny cake. Make a single cupcake.
Do you know how hard that is? Because it's like 2 eggs in like a regular size cake, so it's like a portion of an egg.
Yeah. Make one single cupcake for Alex. That's the thing he wants. I think that's a fun challenge, Andrew. Make a single cupcake. Seems doable. You need to portion out 1 egg yolk. It might be a bigger muffin. Yeah, so join Mao tomorrow morning for something, and then join me, possibly me and Mao, tomorrow evening for something. If you're a patron, be on the lookout for a Patreon video today, which will be probably a big deal. You'll probably watch it and go, oh. And I'll make it and go, oh. All right. That's it.
That's it.
No post screen. Go watch the vlog. Mayo says, I have fear. Don't. Just don't. If you have any fear, go and turn it off.
Steven said don't.
Yeah, Steven said don't. Just don't.
I have fury.
Bye!